Hey guys, I'm Allie. Thank you for watching my channel and my YouTube videos. So today I asked my Instagram followers to send me in any questions that they have. Most of these are centered upon like college things. So yeah, and then if you guys want me to elaborate on any of this stuff in like its own separate video, just let me know. So let's get started. This question that I got is, how is it like being in a sorority at Pepperdine? And so Pepperdine Greek life in general is a little bit different than at other schools because our school is only 3,800 people, and then only 30% of those people actually do involve themselves in Greek life. So my pledge class had like 25 girls in it, whereas my friends at state schools have like 90 girls in their PC, and that's like the equivalent to my entire sorority. So it's a lot smaller, and I feel like at Pepperdine you're more intertwined with other people in Greek life. Like we don't have a tier system, so it's not like top tier, middle tier, bottom tier, blah blah blah. Like we just have like 7 sororities and 4 frats, and you kind of interact with everyone. It just like is more like, oh, these people kind of are more similar, so they might hang out a little bit more. But I feel like in general, like all my friends are in Greek life, and I have a friend in like every association within Greek life. So it's really nice because we are kind of like such a close-knit community because of like how small it is, and you get to know everyone. And so we also only have like 1 formal a semester and 1 date dash a semester. We don't have like a ton of date dashes like my friends at state schools have, but like honestly it's enough because a lot of times you'll go to other people's, like your friends or your boyfriend or whatever, and so I like that it's small because you do get that like closeness and the like stronger relationships. And then I personally love my sorority, and I felt like it was a perfect fit for me, and so you're able to be more involved, and like leadership positions are a lot easier to get. Like a lot of people do multiple over the course of their 4 years rather than just one for like all of it, so that's really nice. So I got asked, what presets do you use if you use them? So I actually like made this myself. Like I had been trying out presets from other people, and I kind of like mixed presets that I had like bought, but like it's like my own thing. I haven't really figured out how to sell them or anything, so if I do actually figure that out, then I'll have that uploaded on my Instagram. Probably I just figured out how to create a preset, so still working on that. Best college memory. This is a really hard question. Like I want to say the first time I like went out with my friends in my sorority, like that was kind of like a defining moment for me, because like before I really only had my roommate as my best friend and like no other friends, and so like when I was actually able to like hang out with like more people, and like that kind of like brought me into like more involvement in Greek life, because like my roommate's in a different sorority than I am, if you didn't know that. And so I'm now friends with her friends in her sorority, and she's friends with my friends in my sorority, and then there's like you just like meet so many more people. So like part of that I guess would be like rushing, and then part of that is like actually getting to know the girls that I was rushing with, and like getting to basically know my pledge class. How would you describe your style? So my style changes a lot. I would say like within this past year, like more like beachy, like not boho, but like more like I wear more white, and I wear like gold instead of silver. Like this is a lot of makeup compared to what I'm used to normally wearing. I kind of like toned down my makeup. I did a lot more wavy hair, like that kind of thing. So more of like a beach thing, but that's literally probably because I was living in Malibu. Like I feel like when I moved to London, like my style will transition more back into like the urban like black silver style, you know, but then maybe like when I transition back to Malibu it'll change. So it really just like depends on my environment for me personally. I got asked by one of my friends, how do you fall asleep everywhere? So I'm like a morning person, right? Like I get up early, I get my stuff done, I normally go to bed like midnight's like that's a cutoff, you know. Like I'm just not a night person. That's just not how I've been. I don't like really sleeping super late at college either, so that tends to be like when I'm out at events and we're there till like 2 a.m. and there's a couch and it's a safe environment, like I'm gonna go to bed, you know, like that kind of thing. I just don't like staying up late, basically, is what it is. Like, if I don't have a reason to stay up late, like, I'm not gonna stay up late. And like, if I feel like I'm over the situation, like, if we're watching a movie and it's like 2 a.m, like, good night. Like, you're not, bye. What is your major? So currently I'm an integrated marketing and communications major. So basically what that entails is it's half public relations and half marketing, and so it kind of like envelops all career paths that I would potentially want to take. I'm leaning more towards the PR side just because that's like what I like. Why did you pick to study abroad in London? Okay, so initially I applied for this program at Pepperdine called DC Plus London, where you do a semester in DC and then you do a semester, well, I picked London, so it would be in London, right? I ultimately didn't get into that program, which I'm so grateful now that I'm not, because that's very, very difficult program that I'm not sure I'm like able to be at that level right now, because what you do is you work a 9-to-5 internship and then you take night classes, and honestly for me, I don't do well in night classes. Like, I said before, like, I'm a morning person. Like, night class would have just been miserable for me. Like, it just would not have worked with me as well as I was wanting something to work. So for me, I also, like, when I was applying to the abroad programs, like when I did DC Plus London, I picked London because I tested into the last level of Spanish and I actually completed it last semester. And if you pick a location that doesn't speak the language that you're already like taking, you have to learn that language. And I'm not really like someone that was like a BA girl. Like, I couldn't really see myself spending time in Buenos Aires because it's more like outdoor camping type thing, and I like that to an extent, but like that's not who I am as a person. Like, I liked that it was in a city, and I liked that I was able to not take a new language. That was a big component for me, and then classes as well. Like, I also applied to Switzerland and I got in there, but when I was looking at the class list, I was like, this just doesn't make sense for what I'm trying to do, and I would have to learn French. So I chose London, and yeah, I've never been to Europe or the UK, so that's exciting. I'm gonna move there. I've never been there, but I'm really excited because it's like something that I've always wanted to do. Like, when I was applying to schools, I was like making sure that I could look at places that had abroad programs. And what I love about Pepperdine is because like there's such a high participation rate, I didn't really feel like I was like missing out on social stuff by going abroad, and so that kind of like lets me feel more confident in my decision. Why did you want to go so far away for college? So I actually only applied to 2 schools in Texas. I applied to Baylor and UT. I applied to 9 schools overall. I got into all of them. USC is different. I got in that like transfer Trojan program. Anyways, if you want me to talk about my college application experience and how like I feel that I got into all the colleges that I did, and some of them I was like, how did I get in? You know, that kind of thing. I wanted to go far because that was something that like I had always kind of wanted to do. Like, I changed my what my like career path that I wanted was a lot, but like the fact that I wanted to like go far never really changed, you know? Like, I kind of wanted to branch out because I've lived in like the same city my whole life. Like, I've been around the same people, and I wanted to experience something new, and I always liked going like far away for stuff. And for my major, like LA is really good. Like, that's where you can get all the internships and that kind of thing. And so I went out there and I toured, and I fell in love with California, and I was like, this is where I want to go. So I applied to mainly California schools and some in Boston because I really love Boston. I regret going so far to college. No. I will say, like, it's hard at times. Like, you'll really miss your family, and like, you know, like Easter this year, like I didn't get to spend it with my family, and that was like really weird because it's always been like something that was important to me as like someone who grew up religious. And like there'll be stuff like that, like I miss the food and I miss like some of my friends, but it kind of like, by going away so far, it kind of let me figure it out for myself. Like, there wasn't like the safety net of like, oh, I can just go home this weekend, you know? Like, it was like I have to figure this out for myself, and I feel like that was really important in like defining my freshman year experience, because there's a lot of stuff that happened to me that I think if I had been closer would have been exaggerated or like different, and I wouldn't have been able to deal with them like as independently. Like, I think I would have relied more on my parents, and not like figuring out how to deal with things on my own, which I think was like a really important part of like college for me. My last question is, how tall are you? Okay, so I'm 5'7". Well, technically I'm 5'6" and 3/4, but I just like to say I'm 5'7". All my friends are like giants. Like my friend Erica that I post a lot of pictures with, is 6 feet, and then my friend Elise I think is 5'9", 5'10". She's tall. Like my friends are tall. I promise I'm not short. My friends are just like insanely tall, so that's it. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you have any suggestions of what you want to see, what you want to see me do, I'm gonna start vlogging when I go abroad for sure. I just don't think that my life right now is interesting enough for you guys to want to see it, because I'm kind of in that in-between stage, like just working a lot and doing my internships, so that's just not really like entertaining per se. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.